Hello, this read is for Taurus, for those with their sun, moon, and ascending in the sign of Taurus. And thank you for being here and following soul levels and liking, and do feel free to comment. And let's talk a little bit about what's going on for Taurus in the current astrology. We have Venus stationing direct in the 6th house for Taurus. And we have Mercury going retrograde for Taurus in the 8th house. So let's have a look and see what the cards would like Taurus to know. We have the Four of Wands, the Hermit, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. And in the heart section of the read, we have, I knew that was going to happen. That's been happening in a lot of the reads. That card's been showing up in that spot for other people as well. All right, and we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have the Knight of Cups. I'm going to call for a clarifying card. I knew that card was coming out. I saw it kind of peeking out. So we've got the Justice card. All right, let's go ahead and I call for silence so I can do this read. Thank you, spirits, for being here. I call in the presence of the spirits to help me understand this read. Oh, there's a card underneath there, the Queen of Cups. All right, let's have a look. We have the Hermit card starting off the read, turning away from the center of the Taurin, which indicates to me that this might be an inward period for Taurus, because we are talking about the 6th house. So that is health and everyday lifestyle, everyday day-to-day work, living things, routine. And we do get the Three of Pentacles there. So, and then we get the Justice card. So we're getting a work, home balance. Very clear read. Work, home balance. And this is the heart alignment in the center. And we're getting it's the Taurin are having to turn away from themselves, and they're going into some sort of like a knowing that they've turned away from a sort of an alignment to themselves by seeking superficial things in the heart. And my reads don't all make necessarily all the sense at the beginning. I kind of build up to it. So what the cards are saying is that Taurins have had some sort of, I would say, attachment to superficial relationships or choices in the heart that were based on, in other words, relationships that were based on glitter and glam or superficial things, or like they look like they have money, or they look like they're successful, or things like that. And discovering that only turns them away from themselves, and they feel isolated and disconnected in these relationships, and they feel alone in a way, because that's sort of a solitude. There's a difference between solitude and loneliness and isolation and feelings of separation. So to me, this read is about understanding what causes the feelings of separation for the Taurin, and it has to do with the Seven of Cups in the heart space of choices that are relationships or jobs that seem very flamboyant or attractive, and in the end only bring them to a lack of inner intimacy. And there's a coming of home in the heart space and work for the Taurin. So and the Taurins love security. They love their work. They love the home. They love the foundation of the home to be a strong foundation on a good income. And I know a lot of Taurins are like that. But you know, the security comes at the cost of inner harmonics, and I think that's something that's really shifting for Taurus. And so they're sort of understanding that they have, and here again we get the Page of Wands turning away from inner union, meaning that the Taurins have sort of reconnecting to a creative endeavor, actually, to kind of rebalance themselves and not be so operating from a place of causing security. And it looks to me like Taurins are are finding a future that's more emotionally fulfilling, that the divine has more in mind for them, but they're not going to do anything drastic. It's a balancing into it. It's a sort of a forward motion, a progressing, a paced out forward more motion towards a future that is more fulfilling. And I think that's the kind of a realization that Taurans are coming to. There's an awareness of the heart needing to be involved in, needing to integrate emotionally motivational things that are motivated from the heart, that are creative, that are, because then we get the Page of Wands, which is also having a firm grip of a creative pursuit. And it's something I think the Taurans have turned away from, and they're turning into now. They want to turn more into that because it creates a more fulfilling future for them. It's possible that the Taurans are looking to make sure that they have a future in something that's more fulfilling than the current work environment that they're in. And this is a balancing and a clearing in other words, the Taurans are becoming more crystallized in the vision of what they want and what they want to work for. And it looks more like they want to work they want to choose a new future that's based in a balanced perspective of harmony between home and living, and it's not sort of survival-based choices. If that makes sense, let me get my animal. I'd like to pull a card from the Animal Spirit Guides from Stephen Farmer. I'm going to invite the Spirit Guides in on this while I pull the card so that we may help Taurans to oh my gosh, a card came flying out. The Snow Leopard. Ahaha, you see the Hermit card too. Now we did talk a little bit about that sorry, I'm jumping ahead, but the Hermit is turned away and creating isolation and separation, but also the cards want the Taurans to gain a deeper understanding and turn this experience into solitude to understand what is truer in the heart, and then balance a work-home environment based on that. And then we get, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So this is a call for Taurans to really locate in their true heart, because the Taurans don't want to do anything drastic and quit one thing and just, uproot and have crazy changes. So for Tauran, the best thing is to start balancing into the new truth of who they really are, and that's going to align you into your heart, your more happy heart, emotionally fulfilling future that you crave, that's not based on security, choices that are based on security, but the options are plentiful too. That's another meaning for that Seven of Cups. So the Pisces may be going into solitude are going to see they have options to making a secure future based on the heart. I can go around in circles on these reads because it's kind of saying the same things in different ways. But basically it's saying that the Taurans are seeking a future of emotional fulfillment, not wanting to kind of rock the current boat. But they are turning into their creativity more. They're turning into, because this is the fifth house, so they are seeing the value of it as causing a fulfillment in their life and creating more fulfillment in their life. And knowing, and there's a new knowing of a security-based, balancing out of security-based decisions, and knowing that the heart is going to create an option that creates more fulfillment and sort of emotionally fulfilling future again, deeper rooted in what is inspiring and creative for Tauran. So wonderful. Thank you so much for watching, and namaste.